My name is Hal Milton. I'm a designer on The Agency. The Agency is a game where players get to live the life of an elite agent within a large, online persistent shooter. And one of the reasons we decided to make this game and not go the fantasy route or high sci-fi or post-apocalyptic is, one, we wanted to have a genre and a setting that people immediately get, and two, we wanted to introduce a different type of game player to what a persistent online world can be. It doesn't all have to be about 20 hours of running, to wait another 10 hours to get a group together, to spend another 5 hours beating on a guy relentlessly until he drops some gold. No, it can be a fun shooter gameplay experience that you can play as much or as little as you want, and then that experience keeps calling you back because it's changing over time. It doesn't stop when you turn off the box. It's always running. So there are two factions in our game, Unite and Paragon. Unite used to be part of the United Nations. They were kicked out after the UN was found out hiring private agencies to actually do their dirty business for them. So it's the United Network of Intelligence and Tactical Experts these days. They represent the more James Bond experience. High fashion, high-class locations, martinis, and very slick, compact gadgets. Paragon, on the other hand, is the Paramilitary Global Operations Network, a group of mercenaries that go by a code of honor and have their missions for clients, but they're more about whiskey, they're more about getting the job done with force, and they take a different arc through the world's story. And the world's story is represented as your career with either Unite or Paragon. And with Unite, you're going to be, both sides are going to be jet-setting to exotic locations, but with Unite, you may actually enter into the elite party from the front door in a tuxedo, whereas Paragon infiltrates through the service entrance. And the two sides pretty much come down to a lifestyle choice that the player wants to represent for themselves. I hope players will play both factions at some point and experience how the story varies, how the characters vary, and how the gameplay varies between the two sides. But ultimately it comes down to what kind of aesthetic do you want to embrace, and what kind of aesthetic do you want to fight for to prove is superior. Operatives are an incredibly exciting feature for the title. It represents a group of collectible NPCs that you find in the world, either by completing missions or by running headhunter assignments with other operatives or gathering intel to generate information you can use to gather them. And what do? They do stuff for you. They do assignments that involve gathering intel, unlocking new missions, crafting for you, and they do it all in real time, which means before you leave the game after playing some PvP, set up some operatives on some assignments. The next time you come back in, there'll be stuff waiting for you. And even better, they can reach out from the game to you, sending messages to supported SMS clients for your cell phone, web pages, etc., etc., etc. So operatives both extend your persistent play by doing some of the heavy lifting of, say, the Q branch, building your gadgets, or the admin branch filing finance reports or training you while you're offline, and one of your roles giving you a trickle of XP even if you're not in the game. As they perform these actions, you're growing your organization, you're finding more and rarer operatives, you're trading them with other players, and each and every one of them have stories that they unlock, backstories that come with them, background assignments they run to discover their past, and then a series of hidden properties that'll have them interact with each other as you add them to your roster. One of the things we targeted when thinking about progression for the agency was not to go for one monolithic level ding. We wanted to have a series of goals, short and long term, the player's pursuing. First and foremost is your rank within the parent agency, Unite or Paragon. You increase your rank by performing career missions. As you complete career missions, you'll gain the experience necessary to up your rank. What does that mean? That gives you access to more operatives, higher ranked operatives, more outfits, more weapons, more gadgets, and more locations in the game. Next up, you have your roles. Your roles are what you use to complete these career missions, as well as side missions that exist in the world. As you complete career or side missions, your role can gain experience to unlock new titles. This will unlock inherent abilities for your stealth character, your combat character, your support character. And then, the weapons and items you use in the field. As you use a gun and kill an enemy, it's generating use-based experience that will unlock new attachment slots, new skills for that weapon, and you'll have a whole bunch of families to go through. And operatives themselves advance over time. As you put them on assignments, they gain experience, and as they go up in rank, they try to get up to the rank that you're at, because you can only control operatives that are your rank or lower. It's kind of the way we control some of the trading that'll go on between players as well. We're building the agency for both the PC and the PS3 with a parity of experience between the both. We hope sooner than later to be able to start inviting people into a closed and then a full open beta on both platforms so they can just laugh and tell us what's wrong and kick us while we're down, and then we learn, we make it better, and we launch it so everyone else can have a great time.